Good morning, students. How are you all? Very good. Welcome back to day 3 of our session. Do you remember what lesson we are reading? Anyone? Yes, good. We are reading the lesson from Unit 1, The Tattered Blanket. The Tattered Blanket. We completed day 1 and day 2. And today we have entered into day 3 of this lesson. Today we shall complete this lesson, the tattered blanket. In the beginning of this lesson, I told you one story. Yes or no? I told you one story. Anyone remember the story? The story is about what? Yes. The story is about a boy and a mango tree. The tree gave everything to make the boy happy. I told you that story. And in that story, the tree represents our mother. Mother sacrifices entire her life to make her children happy and prosperous, joyful. And today also, I will tell you something very interesting that tells us about our Father. Father also loves us so much. He also sacrifices everything in his life for the happiness of his children. Okay? Now I am going to read out something in Telugu, a small poem which is written by a boy. That tells that his father loved him so much. Are you ready to listen to that small poem written in Telugu? Okay, I'll read it now. Are you ready to listen, children? Yes. I am going to read a small poem written by a boy about his father. In this poem, the boy says that his father is a liar. Father tells all lies. Why the boy felt like that, and did his father really tell him lies? You will understand when you listen to complete poem. Listen now. బట్టల కొట్టులో నాకు పట్టు బట్టలు కొని తనకు పడవని నూలు బట్టలు కొన్నప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. బట్టల కొట్టులో నాకు పట్టు బట్టలు కొని తను నూలు బట్టలు కొనుక్కున్నప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. నాకు కొత్త చెప్పులు కొని పాత చెప్పులు తను వేసుకుంటూ కొత్త చెప్పులు తనకు కొరుకుతాయన్నప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. నాకు లడ్డూలు కొనిచ్చి తను పిడికడు పప్పులు తింటూ తీపి తనకు పడదన్నప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. ఉన్న ఒక్క పరుపును నాకు పరిచి నడుము నొప్పికి నేల పడకే మంచిదన్నప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. నన్ను ఆటో ఎక్కించి షుగర్ నడక మంచిదని తను నడిచినప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. నా ట్యూషన్ ఫీజు కోసం ఓవర్ టైం చేసి లేటుగా వచ్చి స్నేహితులతో పిచ్చాపాట అన్నప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. తిరునాళ్ళలో గుర్రం ఎక్కించమంటే కళ్ళు తిరుగుతాయని తను భుజాలు ఎక్కించుకున్నప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. నన్ను చదివించి కోటీశ్వరుడికి అల్లుని చేసి కోడలి మాటల్ని దాచి సొంత ఇంటిపై ఆశ అంటూ తను వెళ్ళినప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. నాకు అన్నింటినీ ఇవ్వటానికి తను ఎన్నింటినో కోల్పోయాడో. నాన్న డైరీ చదివేదాకా నాకు తెలియదు నాన్న అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతున్నాడని. అవును నాన్న వచ్చి అబద్ధాల కోడు. Have you understood this Telugu poem? Small poem. In this poem, the child tells that father tells lies always. But if father clearly tell lies, maybe he told lies. It's only sacrificing something in his life to make his child happy. He sacrificed so many things and he gave everything to his child, his son, to make his son happy, study well and prosper in his life, well settled in his life. So we shall continue with our lesson. We stopped the lesson. Do you remember the lesson? The tattered blanket where we stopped. Gopi came to his native place. He met his sister. He also met his mother, who was an aged woman. But mother was unable to recognize him because of her weak memory power. Many times he said that he was Gopi, but mother could not remember who really Gopi was. There we stopped. Okay. Now we shall continue the lesson. Those who have textbooks, open your books, take page number 6 and follow the lesson. I'll read and explain. Listen carefully. Do you know my son Gopi? Amma asked. He is in Delhi. Amma asked Gopi, do you know my son Gopi? My son Gopi lives in Delhi. He is a government officer. He is doing a government job in Delhi. And he said he has Kesari Yogam. Gopi has Kesari Yogam. What is the meaning of Kesari Yogam? Actually, this is a word from Malayalam language. Kesari Yogam is taken from Malayalam language, which means well settled. She said, mother said, Gopi is well settled in Delhi. He has a good job, government job. He draws a salary of 2,500 rupees. He means Gopi. Her son Gopi draws a salary of 2,500 rupees. In those days, it was a big amount. Drawing a salary of 2,500 is a big amount. So that's why she said he is well settled. Yes, I know him. Gopi said, yes, I know your son, Gopi. Tell him to send me a blanket. There is a cold mist in the mornings. Mother said to Gopi, when you go back to Delhi, tell my son to send me a blanket. Why? Here in the mornings there is a cold mist, and if I catch that cold, it won't leave me for a long time. So tell my son Gopi to send me a blanket. Tell him to send a blanket. Won't you tell my son to send a blanket when he comes next time? I want a red one. I like a red blanket. So tell him to bring a red blanket for me. I had a blanket, the one he brought for me when he was studying in Madras. When my son was studying in Madras, at that time, he brought me a blanket which I used all these years. It is all tattered now. The old blanket is all tattered. What is the meaning of tattered? I already explained to you. Tattered meaning torn. It is very old and torn. The blanket which my son gave is all tattered or torn. Okay. It's all tattered now. Just a ball of knotted yarn. Now, the blanket looks like a ball of knotted. Knotted meaning full of knots. It was torn several times. It was stitched again and again. And it does not appear like a blanket. It appears like a knotted yarn. Yarn meaning thread. It looks like a ball of thread and not like a blanket. That is why when you go to Delhi, you meet my son Gopi and tell him to send me a red blanket. Tell him to send me a red blanket. Will you tell? She asked. her own son Gopi, but she did not know, she did not recognize that he was her own son Gopi who came to see her. I will tell him, he nodded, he shook his head, okay, when I go to Delhi, I will tell Gopi to send a blanket. Please don't forget to tell him. Mother again asked him, please don't forget, when you go to Delhi, tell my son to send me a blanket. Don't forget to tell him. I think I will stretch myself out for a bit. I have been sitting too long in the armchair. The woman had been sitting in the armchair for a long time and perhaps she was getting back pain due to sitting for a long time. That's why she said she wanted to go inside and relax. So, I think I will stretch myself out for a bit. I have been sitting too long in the armchair. I have a pain in the neck. There's a pain in the neck, so I want to go inside and lie down on the bed. She said to go. Gopi's sister put Amma to bed and came back to the veranda. So Gopi's sister, what's her name? Sister's name? Kamala, right? Kamala helped her mother to get into the house and made her to lie down on the bed. After that, Kamala came out of the house to talk to her brother Gopi. You didn't come to see Amma, did you? Straight away, Kamala asked a question to Gopi. You did not come here to see your mother. Kamala understood the purpose of his visiting, not to see the mother, but some other purpose. So that's why she said, you didn't come to see Amma, did you? Delhi is too expensive. You know, I have 4 children to look after now. Now Gopi started telling why he actually came to his native place, to his house. He said, Delhi is too expensive, which means living in Delhi is very expensive. Needed more money. He said, I have 4 children. I have 4 children to look after now. Father of 4 children. I can't make both ends meet with my salary. Though I was earning 2,500 rupees, he said, I can't make both ends meet with my salary. See here, make both ends meet. Make both ends meet. What does it mean? It means earn money to live or earn enough money to live. Gopi says he was not earning sufficient money to make his family live comfortably. Okay, make both ends meet meaning earn money to live. Okay. And one has to keep up one's status. He was working in Delhi, he was a government officer, he has a status in the society, some position in the society, and he has to keep up to that status, for which he needed some more amount of money, more money. I can raise some money by selling my share of family property. So he said, it will be a great help. It will be a great help if I can sell the share of my family property. Family property meaning maybe lands or some other assets, a house or something. So he wanted to sell that family property, get money and go back to Delhi and live in Delhi comfortably. That is the reason behind, purpose behind his visiting his place, native place. He wanted to sell the property, family property and take that money and go back to Delhi. I came to talk it over with you. So Gopi said to his sister Kamala, I came to talk about this matter with you. What is the matter? Selling of his family property. He wanted to discuss with Kamala. You will sell your land and go away with the money. I know you won't come back here anymore after that. Kamala said, you will sell your land and go back to Delhi with that money. And after that, I know you will not come back to this place again. You will not come to see mother or you will not come to see me. Once you sell your land, you will not come back to this place again. This is true in most cases. Many people do that. They want only parents' property. With that property, they want to live happily somewhere far away in cities. But they don't show any interest to look after their parents. They don't spend time to come and see them, take care of them, or even write letters to them. So same thing in case of Gopi. He wanted to sell his family property, take that money and go to Delhi. With that, his relation with his native place will be cut off. He will not come back again. Don't say that I will come when I get time. Gopi said, don't say it like that. Definitely I will come back when I get time. From Delhi, when he gets time, he will come back, he said. What does it mean? He will not get time and he will not come back to see his mother or sister. Don't say that I will come back when I get time. Your time? Kamala asked you. Your time. What is your time? He saw the irritation on his sister's face. Irritation, meaning anger. Sister was very angry. Your time. That means you don't get time and you will not come back. She said angrily. It took more than 5 years to find time to come here. After your last visit now, it is 5 years time to come and see your mother. In 5 years time, you got time, only one time to come and visit this place, to see the mother. Amma is 83 now. I don't think she will pull on much longer. Kamala said, Amma, mother is 83 years old now. And I don't think she will pull on much longer. What does it mean of pull on? Pull on meaning live. I don't think mother will live many more years. Till you come back next time, I don't think mother will live. Mother will not be alive till you come back again to this place. It took you so long to visit her after the last time. So that means more than 5 years you took to come and see your mother one time. This time, if you come again after 5 years, by that time mother will be no more. So you will not live so long. But Amma can't remember who I am, he said smiling feebly. Gopi said, Amma cannot remember who I am. She is unable to recognize me as her son Gopi. So what I can do? He said smiling feebly. What does it mean feebly? Feebly meaning weakly. Feeble meaning weak. This alcohol feebly means weakly, he said. But do you remember your Amma? Okay. Amma cannot remember you because of old age, forgetfulness. But do you remember your Amma? If you really remember your Amma, you should write letters to her. You should occasionally come and see her. Amma doesn't remember you, and you also don't remember your Amma. Have you understood this lesson? Okay, very good. So now I will give you a small work which I told you already. Once again I am reminding you to complete this work. There are two types of families. One is nuclear family, another one is joint family. In nuclear family, generally father, mother and their children live. 2 or 3 children live. Whereas in joint family, father, mother, their children and their families, all of them live under the same roof. That's called joint family. So, nuclear family has got its own advantages and disadvantages. Similarly, joint family also has many advantages and few disadvantages. The task I am going to give you now is, you write down which type of family do you prefer to live. Do you like to live in nuclear family? If so, you should tell why. Do you like to live in joint family? If so, you should tell why you like to live in joint family. So you should write few sentences. Repeat the question. Which type of family do you prefer to live? Write down and show me in next class. Okay? All the best children. Bye.